Hello, welcome to this episode of Building the Belated 500, 200 subscriber special, whatever it is now. So this is actually going to be a little different from what I had planned for what little planning I had done. A new database revision came out, which I was reading through the notes, and normally it wouldn't be a huge deal, except there was a lot added for China, specifically some stuff not applicable to this scenario, like their Coast Guard, their auxiliary fleet that they use to bully smaller nations like the Philippines around like the Spratly Islands and all those other islands. China's trying to assert dominance over that aren't theirs. Um, but I also noticed, at the very least, the Hobei class got an updated entry, and as you know, that's the small, fast attack craft that we utilize. So that's actually relevant to our scenario. And since I haven't done anything too much as far as like right now, everything is database default in terms of like loadouts and stuff. So we can actually update without me having to worry about things getting fucked over. So let's see here. Where is it? Database. Upgrade scenario to latest DB version. I shouldn't be using the latest. Oh, you know what? It might, oh, they might not have released it yet. Let me look at the database thing, because now I guess we can do some things, but it's not going to be as extensive as I thought. That's my bad. Database. Here we go. Ship. Oh, I must have misread it. It must be in like beta right now or something. I'll have to double check that later. Because I want to say it was either a 2016 or 2024 update to the whole base. So that might be like new cruise missiles, which could make them a hell of a lot deadlier, or a point defense system that could make them more survivable. In the meantime, though, since apparently I don't have that database update ready, let's import some stuff for China here. So for now, Hainan Island, air defense radars. You know what? Let's just Chengdu. Let's see. We don't need Beijing there. East Woody Island. That should be under South China Sea. Yeah. That's more updated. I think these are like single unit airfields. Ooh, Pratt's Hong Kong offshore oil. Okay, this actually is an actual airfield. But I want to make sure we're not like double importing here. So Lintong. Alright, I'm not seeing another Lintong so far. There's Long Tian. Okay, so we can add Lintong. Hainan Island, we should have Dolly. Let's see here. It looks like there's no dolly, so we can add that. Mood Air Base. Let's check for that. And we'll be deleting a ton of these, as I'm not going to check them all individually before loading them, you know. Okay, we could have Gomood. Lhasa Gonger International. Let's leave the mixed use stuff out. Let's just use exclusive air bases to start with, at least. I think most of these are... So yeah, let's take Dolly off, because I think... Yeah, passenger terminal, dual purpose. Oh, this is in northeastern Tibet. I don't think that's really going to be applicable to us, so let's not include that. Lin Tong houses bombers, so that'll be... This is more flavor than anything. Well, yeah, let's load those in. Alright, now... all of this stuff. Oh... that's gonna be annoying. Alright. And not units in the group. There we go. So let's delete all of these. And then delete these. So now there's a big old China air defense excuse me, grouping that we have to find. So let's get rid of these groups. I think this is... We got that, and then it looks like their central control is down here. For that. Alright, who's mobile group? HQ12. Alright, so that frees up a lot. Looks like most of the other groups are along here. Generic radar sites, delete. 3066 sites, delete. There we go. So this is clearing up, because I don't care about stuff in the northwest of China. Rel 1 sites, delete. This will make it a lot easier to just customize things to what our scenario needs, and hopefully we can get better optimization than what we had previously. 1118 sites. Okay. So there's 21 units gone. More units gone. Honestly, all this stuff up here, Beijing, we're not attacking Beijing, so we can probably clear off. I want to be careful not to get the airfields, because I might use some of the airfields for like a bomber base. but that's an awful lot of electronic warfare sites in one spot. Where are you hiding there, China? Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I don't think we'll be striking into Mongolia. Alright. So they essentially don't need all these SAMs and electronic warfare modeled. Even like these two air bases we can probably delete. We're not going to use... We're probably going to avoid using stuff on the North Korean border. There's another thing that's a little far out for us to strike. Let's see here. We don't need SAMs or or air defense there. Likewise, we're not hitting Beijing, so we can clear off a bunch of these units. No. Just because I'm worried about getting the airfield in there. And it looks like we have a couple more groupings left that we missed. There we go. YLC2 sites. And then it looks like the last one should be around here, maybe? No. Okay, there we go. Likewise, I don't think we need the stuff on the Laos border. It's more for monitoring Vietnam. Okay, now they have a bunch of airfields that they can strike from. So that'll change up the calculus a bit. Because before we only cared about this, but now we have all the stuff that they captured between the Philippines and Vietnam. So depending on what they want, what they have here, they'll basically be attacking them on their return trip to Manila, where they'll seek safe harbor. So that could get interesting now that they have that capability. Delete these. Delete these. And now we'll try to clean this out a little bit. We'll keep the airfields for now because I do need to do research on that, but we don't need all the electronic warfare stuff. Take these out. Take that out. I don't think I don't think the airfield will be able to move anytime soon, but you're welcome to try. You know what? You can keep your EW site. Likewise, we're not going to hit over here, so we can take these out. And this will be nice, not having, well, or at least reducing the single unit airfields that we have here, as it'll make it a little more realistic in terms of what we can do as far as like damage and stuff. This is all stuff for monitoring their little bay and Korea. So we don't need all this stuff because we know our fleet will not make it that far before being forced to turn back. All right. What else? Honestly, anything north of Taiwan, we do not need air defense for. I don't think we're going to be doing anything that far north. So we can grab these. All right, let's take these out. It's probably yeah, that might be a dual use airfield. So that's why it's not showing up in, or it could be civilian only too, but that's why it's not something we have. You can keep your, when they're kind of integrated into the base like that, it's kind of whatever for me. Oh, actually, this whole area can go. There we go. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Cancel. I did not see the airfield. Which one of you is hiding the air? Okay, there. Oh, they're all okay. You honestly, what we got here? Let's delete you. That was supposed to be the bomber base. So at least I'm pretty sure that was the bomber base. So we'll probably be knocking a couple of these out once I do my research. We're not going to be striking that far because we know our Tomahawks will never make it that far. We're only going to hit stuff along the coasts in retaliation. Let's just go ahead and say we're not using you right away. Alright, so I think that'll do us for starters, and I'll have to research what exactly all these bases are, what they normally host, what they can host, and basically narrow down to maybe like these guys, like all the fighters that we used to station at Woody Island might get dispersed across here, or they'll just have additional here. We'll have to see how this. I think what's going to happen is a lot of their lower capacity fighters, their older stuff that doesn't have standoff weapons, is probably going to get based down south. With the idea being that the air wing will be exhausted from fighting up north. and that their missiles will have been greatly expended fighting up north. And the idea will be they'll be able to get in close enough to use their shorter range weapons. But whether they will, we'll see. In any event, I think that will do us for today. That certainly adds a lot of units to the to our OB here. And look at how it has to load. I wish there was like a something that just said like how many units you had. But we got a long ways to go, but we're getting there. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there. We'll see you then.